G'day, 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 g'day. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. You all know what you're doing here. Let's crack straight in. Right. Under trainer, give us some training. Okay. Okay, shot for a silver, and hunter's marks for another silver. And as you can see, I'm pretty much broke now. So we're going to chuck first aid down there, cooking down there, basic campfire down there too, find herbs, and we also have hunter's mark and arcane shot. Cool. So you guys will see shortly how that all works. Now, in saying that, what we're actually going to do is run straight to Darnassus, and we are going to pick up skinning, because we're killing a lot of animals, and I really don't want to miss out on all of the skinning opportunity that comes with killing them. The other annoying thing is that as much as I want to have herbalism and mining, it's just not a feasible goal, given that there's no mineral nodes in this place. Hey, here's our first herb. Oh, failed attempt. Bear with me here. Right. What do we need? Small spider leg. Let's take him down. Okay. What do we need now? We need more spider legs. Man, I am certainly hoping. I'm pretty sure it's level 10. Surely it must be level 10 when we get access to our pet. Here is a hoping. Apparently there's supposed to be silk. Okay. Falcone. Oh, there is silver leaf here. It's supposed to be silver leaf. There it is. So I'm using this add-on, and it's basically a mod, you could say. They're called add-ons, where they do certain things. So the one I've got, so vanilla World of Warcraft was didn't really give you much to go by, unless the initial quest tracking. So there's a lot of googling how to do quests until there were add-ons, and they allowed you to inject certain things into the game. So the one we've got shows us where to go for quests, and another one we've got actually shows us where people have picked up herbs, minerals, etc, etc. So that's what we're using now. So that's really cool. And it really helps us out, especially if we've gone for 2 sets of, I guess, professions, 2 different professions, like herbalism and mining, and mining. It really opens it up and allows us to gather both. We don't have to be tracking them both at the same time, or, you know, that sort of thing. Come back here, Furbog. And we've got a bit of cloth. Huh, that's interesting. There are some humanoids in this area. That's handy. Another cool thing about hunters is that you get dual weld. You get to buy dual weld when you're level 20, which is pretty cool. So it allows you to have 2 swords, a sword and a dagger, a sword and an axe, etc, etc. I am having so much fun. This is so good. It's a bit of a, you know, I was a bit wary as to whether I really want to get back into playing World of Warcraft, at least the classic version. But I mean, I really don't think I've made a mistake. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. You know, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and you know, that's pretty much the main. You know, what more could you ask for than having a good time, really? And he is giving me the bash. He really is. I'm just going to run away over here. And I can't outrun him, which is a bit awkward. We'll do some professional kiting, which is essentially running away while shooting. Nice. Take a sneaky detour up here to pick up some things. And my spidey senses are telling me that there's some description of herb up here. Oh, it's over here. Okay. Where are your secrets? Earthroot. Okay, I can't get that yet. That's probably why it's not showing me. That's fair. I'll give it that. That is a smart system. Alright, we've got one more of these fellas to take down. And then we're done with that. Cool. We've even got some sneaky bandages we can make. I highly rate bandage making. It saved my rear ends innumerable amount of times. You know, you don't have any health potions, you don't have whatever you don't have, and you just happen to have a bandage, and it's just awesome. Sometimes you can't ask for more, really. If I can oh, Hey, hey, hold on. Help me. Help me.
Strike! Warriors of the night, assemble!
Oh, I like their mounts.
In position. I am honored.
Wait.
Peace be with you.
Cool, her quest is complete. Righty. Darnessus. We're going to Darnessus. Because we want to pick up skinning as soon as what's going on there? As soon as possible. Now do bear with me, I've got myself a nice bowl of fruit to keep my wits about me whilst closing with and destroying all these bugs and etc, etc. Whilst thinning the forest of its natural beings. What cooking recipes do we have? Not many. That's cool. So now I need to remind myself that when I get into Darnessus, I also need to pick up fishing. Yeah, fishing's a big one. Because depending on your pet, you can fish and you can essentially get any and all food requirements for said pet, which is really, really awesome. So we're going to stick to the roads because this is the safest option, but essentially we're just heading over here, which is straight to Darnessus. And then we've also got this area, I think it's up here, if I can remember correctly. Might not be. But there's a... Oh. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, I fell off. It's got this sleeping dragon. He's essentially a world boss. It's a portal that takes you to the Emerald Dream. It doesn't actually take you there, because it doesn't physically... I mean, it physically exists, you can see it, but it's not in-game connected to anything. But lore-wise, it is one of the portals that connect to the Emerald Dream. For anyone who follows World of Warcraft lore, I know what I'm talking about. So I remember playing this. I mean, when I first picked up World of Warcraft, it was a very long time ago. I was very young. So in New Zealand we have a school system of years. Year 1 being your first year at what we call primary school. So when you turn 5, that's when you start going to... Essentially that's when you start going to proper school. Primary school. And then once you get to year 8, 7 or 8, year 7, you can go to what we call college or secondary school. So what's that, 10 or 11 years old? I'm fairly certain I started playing this game. Jeez, I must have been fairly young. I must have been maybe 12, 13, 14, 15, somewhere around there. I really can't remember. Alright. Where do we want to go? We need to find a city guard so that they can direct us. I think one of the coolest things for me... What do we got here? Settle up things. Ah, pets.
What brings you here?
No way can I afford pets in this game yet. Sell that. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. I think one of the coolest things for me was, you know, you've come from Warcraft 3, for example, and you've played through as the Night Elves, and then you come and see one of these watches, these predictors, or you see all this Night Elf architecture that you've previously seen in, you know, a top-down view of all your units. But now you're living it. You know, you've got
I am honored.
these animals, these people, these everything. And it just makes it. It just changes your whole perception on a lot of things.
Ishnu Allah.
Okay, we want skinning over here.
Del Nadris.
And we also want fishing, which if I remember correctly is down by the wharf, which I'm pretty sure I can still find. So I think you have, you know, a couple thousand hit points and a couple thousand mana in this game. Something that really annoyed me, really annoyed me, was the fact that in these new games, you know, you've got hundreds of thousands of health. You're doing hundreds of thousands of. I should have binded my half stone to the other place. Dang it! Dang diddly! It might be faster to go back there and run. Damn! Did not think of that. You know, you've got all these things, and the numbers just keep getting bigger. But when you go back to World of Warcraft, you know, even at the high levels, you're hitting for hundreds, and those are big hits. Those are big crits almost.
Peace be with you.
Want a fishing pole as well. Really need a bag. Really need more bag space. Tailoring and leatherworking's up top. Cool. Next to the leatherworker should be a skinning trainer. Where are ya? Where are you? There you are. Skinning trainer.
Be with you.
Yes, please.
Bashar Felak.
I am
And leatherworking supplies are not required. Now hopefully from the tailor I can buy some bag space. It's expensive, it's super expensive. But I don't think I have enough money to buy any bags off the auction house. Even the most smallest of ones. Even though I could. Check. I might check. We'll have a little gaze over here. See if they're selling any bags or not. Okay.
May the stars.
We will head into the fishing trainer and also to the auction house. I love the architecture. You know, you come from Warcraft 3, looking down and you see all this business, and then you know you get into the game and you see it and you're like, wow, that is insane. Especially back in the day when this was, I dare say it is aged fairly well, but back when this was the, you know, graphics wise, it was very good. It was very good for the time. All this was amazing. Right, where's the trainer? Fishing trainer. Train me. Oh, it's a full silver. Alright.
A sharp
Okay, now we should have fishing. There it is. We equipped our fishing pole and we can fish. A little bobber comes up and we wait patiently. And the fish got away. So that's fishing. Fishing's an interesting thing because it can take so long to just stand there and fish, especially if you're looking for a certain fish. It's something I hope to level up as playing as a hunter, so that I can feed my pet, depending on what it is.
Hello. Be careful.
I'm not sure of the history of auction houses. They were there before I started playing. I don't know if at one stage they were linked, you know, to themselves, so you, only within Darnassus could you trade on the auction house, or if they were always faction linked. Yeah, I've never really known. Okay, I can afford to buy a 6-slot bag. I can afford to bid on an 8-slot bag. That's about it. Oh, we'll do that then. We'll bid on the woolen bag. Can we bid? We can't bid. Why can't we bid? 3 gold, 15 silver. Ha ha ha, no. We will go for 3 gold and a 4 copper. Can we not do that? We can't do that. Okay. Alright. Well, we'll just buy that bag then. If that's really all we can do. And then we need to find a mailbox, which I can't remember its location in this place. I know there's one somewhere around here. Oh, I just can't remember where. There's an inn, I'm pretty sure, so there should be a mailbox near that. And I say that, and it's probably not even an inn. So there's probably not even a mailbox. Wow, that was useless. Alright, let's carry on. So we're actually going to return to Shadow Glen, which is our starting place, which I'm pretty sure is a faster walk to where we're doing our missions, our quests. Could be wrong, could be right, who knows. I'm obviously, clearly losing the plot, as I tend to do in all of my videos. Bear with me while I have a bit of fruit. Keep the old bowels moving along. Keep the energy levels up. To continue this strenuous gaming. Oh, there's actually a quest to hand in over here. It's actually super convenient for us. Super a duper convenient. And some more herbs, silver leaf, awesome. Very cool. I wonder. I certainly hope it's tracking what I'm doing. If I do that, then we'll go to icon opacity. Cool. We'll actually reduce the icon size a little bit. Okay. Well, that was very confusing. Not really sure what I did there, except for make things either easier or harder for me to use. Speaking of which, we better kill some spiders.
It's too far away.
When it comes to actually using your abilities and whatnot, you have a little bit more you can do as a hunter. So when we go take this next spider, I'll show you what I mean. So, mark him up. We're going to hit him with our arcane thingy, and we're going to run while shooting. Get that range, it'll let us get off potentially a couple more arrows if I did it right, but I probably didn't do it right. It really is a lot easier with your pet, because a pet will either taunt the enemy and or charge the enemy. And if you're doing it right, you shouldn't really have to engage with your melee weapon. Hey, level 7, awesome. Cool. Okay. Here's another spider. Mark him up, hit him with arcane blast, hit him with that one, put some arrows into him. It's semi-rinse and repeat at the moment. A hunter's fairly straightforward, and if you're ever, if you're ever thinking of actually, jumping into the game, which I'd highly recommend, I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm only level 7, but I really am enjoying it at the moment. But if you ever think about getting into the game, I would recommend a hunter as a class to play. They're fairly easy, they're fairly straightforward. You can do a lot of the game by yourself, and you have this pet who can tank and take a lot of damage for you. I mean, it really is a good starting class. If you pick up 2 gathering skills like herbalism and mining, or on the other hand, one of those and skinning, you can really get some money saved up and set for the future. As that's always going to be your sort of the first problem you're going to have is money, especially playing your first character. You really are. You will feel it. You'll always need money. You always need more money than what's out there and what you can naturally get, especially when you're trying to get your first mount. I found that to be very tricky. It took me a long time. I don't know if I had the money when I hit level 40. I'm almost 100% certain I did not have the 100 gold requirement. It probably took me a couple levels beyond that. But the first time I played through, I didn't really understand the economics of everything. That I want to have all of these things, all of these abilities, all of these professions that are geared towards getting me more money, for the goal of being able to pay for that mount. So I guess that's just what it meant to me. And you know, at the time, I didn't regret that. But it was when I hit that level, and I had access, and I no longer needed to run around, and because I didn't think it through, or because I didn't know, or for whatever reason, I was stuck walking around for quite a few levels, or quite a lot of time, beyond the level where I was able to buy that mount at level 40. The thing about the mounts is, I think they cost 10 gold. It's the training. It's the training itself to actually ride the mount. That's the 90 gold. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. 10 gold for the mount, 90 for the training. Once you have the training, if you have access to any mount that you can purchase, then you can purchase and use it. Okay, fill the file again from another moonwell and bring it back. Got it. We need to go that way. But yeah. A game is as fun as you make it. Getting in your friends, playing with your friends, 100% can make it a lot more enjoyable. Or frustrating, depending on your friends, I guess. But it's well worth playing with friends. Even if you're not actively leveling up together, it can be quite cool. So it's not like... I wouldn't suggest leveling up together in this game, because it can really drain your own experience gain. Unlike in the other World of Warcraft version, where having your friends with you increases experience and level together and summon each other and all that jazz. General leveling as a group in this game, I think it can fairly slow you down a little bit overall. You guys might see that my level in herbalism is increasing as I pick herbs. The more that increases, it basically means I can pick more higher level herbs, which are worth more money, sell for more to both people who need them for their own production trades. The main one being alchemy, whereas mining is used to mine the minerals, and blacksmithing, engineering. There's quite a number of trades that actually use the products that you can get from mining. Hello, fellow out here all by himself. Thank you for bringing me the Dark Earth. You will receive 50 copper. Outstanding. Are we sticking around? We're getting another quest from this fella. What's going on? We are. Okay. Bring 8 timberling seeds to him. And bring 12 timberling sprouts. Okay.
Be careful.
Also, what I'm going to do while I'm here, let's head up, hand in this quest up here, and go back up to Dongana, bind myself there using my halfstone, so that I can teleport back there at any stage. Being sure not to miss any of these herbs on the way. Or any spiders I come across. I'm still in the market for spider legs. I thought I was never going to be able to pick that thing.
That spell is that's still recharging.
Really is annoying when they catch you by surprise and you can't shoot them.
Missed that yet. That spell isn't ready. That's still recharging.
But we're high enough level where here, at least, shouldn't make too much of a difference. We've got Peace Bloom and Mage Royal. It's annoying because I really do want to get alchemy to make potions, because they're super helpful. But on the other hand, I really want to pick up mining, just for the money that it can make me.
That's still recharging.
Oh man, I'm trying to hand in this quest, but I keep finding herbs. It's not cool. So you see this area we're at, we're on Seal, that's this whole thing. We're actually on top of a tree. And you'll see it when we leave, but we're literally
I need
right
to get
now
closer.
on top of a tree. Somehow a tree has its caves and whatever, but yeah, we're actually on top of a tree. So if we come over here to what looks like the end of the map, the end of the world, and we look down, let's go on this one. You can see how big it is, how slow I am running along this bloomin' tree trunk. I'm fully hoping that this tree is solid and not just a fake picture. Okay. So if you look down there, you can see that that's the massive tree trunk right at the top, and there's all those trees coming off it. But down there is it's a long way down. I have jumped it. I can't remember if you actually... No, you can jump right down. Using an ability like slow fall, you actually fall down. And there's a village down there. I can't see it on here. But there is actually a village down there. And that's where the port is to actually leave this place. And you can catch the portal to down there from Darnassus itself. But it's just crazy, like we're on a world tree. So for those of you who played Warcraft 3, saw Archimond destroy a world tree, we are essentially on the Night Elf's attempt to get back their immortality. That's the tree we're currently on, if I have my lore
That's still
remembered correctly.
That spell isn't ready.
go get this thing.
I'm out of range. I can't pass that. That's still recharging.
So if you move right, you can not miss shots. It really is an art to kiting the enemies, especially without the use of pet. Alright, so we have Uruson. He's a rare mob that spawned. Oh, how? And we're going to get him. He should have some rare looties. But we need to make sure he doesn't come and get us. And then we also want to get him before he gets close to any of his friends or family as well. Give me a mate.
Too far away. That's still recharging. That's
We should be alright. We should be alright. We got a pretty good drop on him. Also, nothing really good. Except a new pair of legs, sure. Some silver bloom up here, and we'll get the Troubling Breeze quest handed in, completed. Then we can get out of here. Because I didn't, my goodness, I didn't do the, dang it. Dag nabbit. That is annoying. I didn't do the binding, so I came over here for nothing. I'm going to lose all the loot. Oh well, it's alright, we'll carry on.
We need to get closer. That's still recharging. Can't cast that yet.
We will carry on. Good thing about humanoids is they drop money. And money is never a bad thing. In this game.
That's still
Something to look forward to when you get to level sort of, 17, 18, 19, 27, 28, 29 and so forth is the ability to do battlegrounds. Oop, got a friend. It's something that I've always looked forward to. It's something it's there once you hit that level. It's something that you can do that's not just leveling up, not just doing dungeons, etc, etc. It takes your mind off it. It sort of gives you that chance to not do them anymore. Take a break, do some player versus player action. And then when you're finished with that, you can get straight back into leveling. Go for another 8, 9, 10 levels. Then you can do some more battlegrounds. When you hit the next, sort of chunk, 30, 40, 50, 29 rather. 39, 49. That's good. It's a nice little distraction. I do remember that there's certain levels where you are much almost outclassed by certain other classes. But I don't even remember it being a huge deal. Okay. He's too wounded. The task is left to me to go and tell him. Return to Mr. Beermantle in Dolana. Rightio. Let's run out of here. Straight to Dolana. Set up my Hearthstone to return us straight there as well. See, if I'd done my Hearthstone before, we wouldn't have been having this problem. But there you go. My main for a very long time. Since early... I think my very first character that I made. And he carried on all the way into the expansions. But my very first character was a mage. And I had the mage and he was just so... just so awesome. He's a little gnome mage. But the awesome thing about it was, when you get to certain levels, you can buy the training for teleporting. So you can teleport yourself to the different main cities. Once you got to level, it might have been 40, you had the ability to open a portal to other cities. So you could transport other people around. And that was really awesome. You'd usually sell a portal for a gold. Portal to Stormwind for 1 gold, etc. 2 gold. And it was a good just a little way to make a little extra bit of money. The other thing I do miss is different classes have different skills, which
The loon be with you.
we're all aware of. But the main thing about that is, by playing one class, you can be missing out on what a whole another class can do. And it can be tricky to decide, do I want to be this class, knowing what I'm giving up by not being this other class. But hey, we've got bag space now. So we can put our herbs down there. We put our stuff down there. Nice and out of the way, so I don't end up accidentally selling it, because no doubt I will. Cool. And we'll also find the innkeeper. Hello, innkeeper, where are you? You are up there. I'll also find the innkeeper,
My goods are of the
and
highest
I will make this in my
quality.
home. Cool. Right, team. We're going to leave it there on having this nice view. This very, very nice view. And look at that. That is just crazy. If you look out there, I mean, imagine 10 years ago, imagine 15 years ago when the graphics were, this was high-end graphics. That's crazy. I still can't get over it. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, that's not a bad picture if you look at that. Anyway, just my 2 cents. So team, I will see you all in the next episode. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you are liking what I am putting out. Give us a comment with some constructive criticism, and I will duly take it on board. I'll endeavour to reply to every single one of your comments. So cheers guys, and see you all in the next episode.